Before we get into the video, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, do all the things, share it to your friends. We're trying to get to 250 subscribers. We're at 235, 15 away. So please hit that subscribe button, hit the like. Really appreciate you. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of 1Opportunity. If you clicked on the video, you obviously saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. Past week and a half or so, I got cut from KK Joker. And I just kind of wanted to talk you guys through the whole experience, kind of like what all happened, how I'm feeling, how I was feeling kind of during the situation, what's next, that type of thing. Come here and just kind of explain what happened. It's been a while since I posted. Sorry about that. Just really kind of been trying to focus on ball, focus on just, making sure I'm ready, making sure I'm as good as I can be. But from the last time we talked, this was early in preseason, and during preseason, things were going really well. I was working really hard. I was pushing myself through conditioning, through all the workouts, practices, that stuff. I was really trying to just throw myself into everything, just give it all I got, because, I feel like I've always kind of held myself back in a way by not just letting myself go, letting myself just play, do me, trust myself. So I really tried to focus on that in the beginning and just kind of just let myself play and just see where it goes. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. At least you did it your way. And things were going pretty well. I was vibing with the team, vibing with the coaches really well. The coach was really looking to have me grow, take that next step, which was nice. I could really see that he believed in me and was building that trust. Obviously, he was hard on me. I made a lot of mistakes in the preseason, as you would as a rookie. But he was very understanding. He was very, encouraging, trying to get me to get past little things, get past my mental, that sort of stuff. So we started kind of getting into some friendly games, some scrimmages, and I won't lie to you. I wouldn't say I necessarily struggled, but I didn't play very well. I definitely didn't play as well as I thought I could. A lot of it had to do with just I was in my own head. I was trying to think way too much about the game, and then it just, I was behind on a lot of things. I was behind on making reads. I was behind on maybe making a pass or taking that drive or taking that shot just because I was thinking about everything too much. I was really just kind of in my own head about things. Shots weren't falling, that sort of stuff. So confidence was kind of starting to go down. What it really made me realize was just not really focusing on the outcomes of things. Because when you really try to rely all of your, emotions, all of your weight into how you do things just into the outcome, a lot of times it can leave you, disappointed. Even after you maybe have a really good outcome, those things don't last and you have to keep going. And from there you can maybe get disappointment because that feeling kind of fades. So I really just kind of went back to just focusing on the process of things, focusing on that day-to-day grind, being consistent with things, being consistent with habits that I was trying to do to, not only make me a better basketball player, but just a better guy, a better man in general. Things that I'm trying to just kind of implement to just, make my life a little bit easier, make my life a little bit better. And things are starting to get better. I was starting to gain that confidence. I was really starting to kind of get the feel. I was starting to get comfortable. My shot, my touch was kind of getting back around the rim. It was just, everything was kind of coming together. Through the first 2 games of the year, I played actually pretty good, not amazing by any means, but I didn't play bad. I was pretty solid. I put up around 12 points in 20 minutes a game, shooting over 50%. Assist numbers weren't as high as maybe I wanted to, but at the same time, I was making good reads. I was getting to guys in positions. Sometimes guys don't make shots. It is what it is. I was playing good defense. I was like kind of being that defensive anchor guy, really bringing a lot of energy, picking up full court, trying to talk, that type of stuff. I felt like I was doing my job as best as I could. Again, I'm a rookie. 2 games into my first year as a rookie, there's some learning curve, this and that. As much as, I did bad, I thought I did a lot more good than I did bad in those games. However, in those 2 games, we went 0-2. And really in that second game, we got smacked. We got absolutely destroyed. It was, embarrassing. Just, we weren't focused. We weren't ready to go. They just, they punched us in the mouth. And this is kind of where things, at least when it comes to my journey, and that things kind of started to take a turn. After that game, the club decided to fire the coaching staff. They got rid of both the head and assistant coach. And with that, obviously, came in a new coach. Now this new coach, he very respected, old school Serbian coach. He's been coaching forever. He's coached in a lot of really good programs, a lot of good clubs, that type of thing. He's been, all over Europe. He doesn't speak English very well to really at all. And there wasn't really that familiarity. Obviously, when you work with a coach for 2 months, you kind of get that chemistry involved. It can be a little hard to change to a new coach, kind of get used to a new situation. But I was like trying to think, make the best out of the situation. Yes, he can't maybe understand. You guys can't communicate like you did with the last coach, but if you go out there, you perform, you do what you need to do. He's gonna play you. It's how it goes. Just play hard, practice hard, do everything you can. However, not everything always goes the way that you plan. First week of practice, he kind of was changing how he wanted some of us to play, kind of changing, especially as point guards, he wanted us being a little bit more passive, being more like finding making that extra pass, that type of stuff, instead of if give up a good one for a great one. That was really his mindset, which I'm used to, but just with the old coach, I was used to, being more of a scorer, looking to be aggressive, get by my guy, that type of thing. So it just took me a couple days to kind of get back to used to that kind of mindset. And honestly, going into that next game, I thought I had a really good last few practices, doing the things that he wanted, being an energy guy on defense, trying to find guys in open spots, that type of thing, making the right reads, just playing under control. So going into that third game, I had a lot of optimism. Obviously, throughout the week, I wasn't getting much attention from the coach, wasn't really getting a lot of I don't want to say love, but just really wasn't getting that even when I would do something good, it was just kind of nothing type of thing, which again, I'm a pro. I don't need to be told every time I do something good, but there really just wasn't any back and forth when it came to the coach. In this next game, however, I only ended up playing 4 minutes, which was tough. I went in, tried to do everything that he said, be a passive, make good passes. I found guys for open shots, shots didn't go in. Tried to play good defense, was in help, talking, that type of thing. But, he just didn't want to put me back in after that first little stretch, is what it is. It was about this time where I was really starting to talk with my agent, because I was kind of seeing the writing on the wall. He, in the past week, had brought in a guard. It sounded like we were bringing in another point guard. I could just kind of get the vibe from practices that, some of the guys that the old coach had brought in or just had around, he really wasn't wanting that. He kind of wanted to just bring his guys in, have a new start. So with that though, I'm a competitor. I'm not going to back down from anything like that. Even though I was looking for new teams, I wanted to prove that I could do it, because I knew I could do it. I've been practicing with these guys for 2 months. I knew what I can do. Even when the new guys coming in, I'm a competitor. I know my level of play. And at this time, even though it was a tough time, I wasn't playing a lot. I told you, I was really kind of hitting my groove. The confidence level was there. I was feeling good about my game, feeling good about everything. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to just go out and show him what I can do. Even though, I might not necessarily be in his plans, I'm going to try and maybe force myself into his plans. Again, first couple of days of practice for that next week, I thought I went really well. I was still practicing hard, having a lot of energy, having a good attitude, trying to be aggressive, make plays, that type of thing. But, kind of by middle of the week, I found myself really kind of being pushed out of even practice. Now being the sub in practice, where he would kind of let the guys go for a while. I really didn't see much action when it came to practice. Again, you can kind of start seeing the writing on the wall that, the coach and the club just don't really see me in their future plans. Again, it's a business. It hurts because obviously I'm working as hard as I can. I'm trying to have a good attitude about everything. You feel like you do everything right, but at the end of the day, not everything's always going to go your way. So that's kind of was my mindset through this. I was like, this new situation just probably isn't the best opportunity for you. There is other opportunities out there. You gotta just deal with it, take it on the mouth and just, keep going. But at the same time, you're still on this team. Practice hard, be a good teammate, all that type of stuff. Just, do what you can while you're here, and make the best out of it. So when the next game came around, again, I wasn't really expecting to play. I'd kind of been aware that I wasn't a part of the future plans. And as it goes, I didn't get into that next game. And unfortunately after the game that night, that is when I got released or cut. Again, this kind of caught me off guard. I thought maybe they were going to kind of have me around until a new team picked me up. I didn't think that it was going to be, as long of a period. And so, when I got that text that they were wanting to send me home, that was kind of a punch in the gut. Yeah, I won't lie to you. That one hurt a little bit because, again, like I said, I gave it my all. I really tried to, be a good teammate, be a positive guy. I'm an energy guy. I'm always going to give it 100%. If you know me, that's all I'm about. So, it hurt, especially, thinking about all the work you put in, all that type of stuff. But again, it's a business, At the end of the day, it wasn't going to be a great opportunity for me anyway. I wasn't really going to get any playing time. So that situation wasn't going to be the best. So with that, however, I kind of hit panic mode because, they were wanting to send me home. And I knew it would probably be better to be out here in Europe for teams, pick me up rather than going back home. It's a little bit harder. They don't want to pay for that ticket, blah, 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 blah. So with that, I started looking what I could do, started hitting up other guys that are playing overseas, some of my buddies. And shout out to my guy, Calvin Wishart. He's playing out in Portugal right now in his rookie season. He had an extra room and he was like, you can come stay with me. Got cut Saturday, Sunday time, and my plan was I was going to try and leave Sombor here around Wednesday last week, stay in Belgrade. I got myself a bus ticket and hotel rooms for 3 nights, and I had a flight to Portugal this past Saturday, and that was kind of my plan. I was going to go out there, stay with him, try and stay in shape, work out, all that type of stuff. Until maybe my agents found me a new spot. I wasn't really expecting it to be a long period. I knew that a couple games into the season, teams are starting to, make changes. They aren't starting out how they want. They don't like maybe some of their guys, so they're looking to make changes. So I was like, I'll probably, won't be out there that long. Yes, this sucks, not necessarily knowing what's next, but you're still out here. You still get, everything will be fine. Wednesday rolls around. It's about 2 hours until my bus ride, and my agent calls me and says that a team in Croatia, top league, wants me to come out and do a tryout. Basically, they wanted me to come practice for, a few days, a week, whatever. However long they wanted me there, and just see how I fit in. They wanted me to come in, kind of be the guy, be a They didn't really have a point guard on the team. They wanted me to come in, be a scorer, make plays, that type of thing. And they were wanting me to come this past Sunday. They wanted me to, take a bus to Croatia. It's not very far from where I'm at. Get there Sunday and then, start Monday. If they wanted to keep me, I would obviously sign with them. If not, they were going to pay for my flight to Portugal for the problem, whatever. Boom. Good. So from Wednesday to Sunday, I was like, I got to be ready when it comes to this opportunity. Like I said, I was feeling good about myself, feeling good about my game. But I didn't want that to lack when when the opportunity came. So, I tried to stay ready as good as I could, I started doing lifts at home as good as you can. I had to kind of get creative because I didn't have, equipment, weights, that type of thing. I've got my one band and I just kind of, got creative with that, used some of the lifts and some of the things that we, or workouts that we did on the team, good things that, good body weight stuff, good, things that just kind of help your mobility, just injury prevention, that type of stuff. Because obviously I don't need to be lifting a lot of weights right now since it's technically in season. And just conditioning, I was getting running in, just, running stairs, going for a mile or two runs, that type of thing, just trying to stay in shape. And then just finding a park to go shoot at. Again, I'm not on a team anymore. I didn't have a club. I didn't have a gym to go shoot at. So you gotta do what you gotta do at times. And I found a nice park. Unfortunately, it was a little bit rainy at times, so the ground wasn't the best. It was a little slippery, but again, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So that's kind of where my mind was at. I was just working out, staying focused, trying to, just get my mind right for this Croatian gig. So when practices started, I was ready to go. Sunday rolls around, about 10-15 minutes before my bus is supposed to head out, and my agent calls and says, we got to wait for team confirmation. So, and didn't end up going on that trip, on that bus ride. And also a side note, when it came to the, trip to Portugal, had to cancel all that stuff, non-refundable shit. So I was out some money there, but again, I was okay with that because there was an opportunity. There was a team that was looking at me, so I was like, it is what it is. My agent ends up calling me about 5-6 hours later and just, gave me the news that the team got cold feet. They got some local guys and just kind of wanted to just, ride out with the guys that they have, and they decided not to bring me out for the tryout. Now this one, I won't lie, this one hit a little bit because, again, for someone who's always kind of been a very negative person, and always looks at the worst in things, this and that, these past couple months, especially since I've been out here, I've really tried to change my mindset, be more positive, look at the brighter side of things, that type of thing. And it was working there for a while. I was seeing the results, not getting so down on myself, not being so negative. Like, it was leading to, better performance. It was leading to me just kind of being happier in life. And I was like, I just got to keep staying consistent with this because, I am seeing the results. But I won't lie, the past week, 2 weeks have been tough, especially to stay positive. And that one really was a kick in the gut because it's just like, especially when you're getting yourself ready for an opportunity, you're like, all I want is just an opportunity, that one opportunity. And you get it, and you don't even get to really take advantage of it because, they get cold feet. But again, like I said with KK Joker, it's a business, I didn't have a deal with them, it was, it's how it goes, with that, again, I just, now with where things are in the season for a lot of the, most seasons right now, it's a little bit iffy on, if they're going to be needing new guys. And then, next couple weeks. Teams are starting, they've got their roster set, it's 6 games into the season. They kind of just want to move forward, get going. And with that, if they are going to bring in a new guy, a lot of times they're going to want to bring in a more experienced guy, especially a more experienced European player, to kind of come in. So kind of in a tough spot when it comes to getting picked up because, again, I've only got about 2 games under my belt. And we didn't obviously win. So there's not a lot of experience there. There's, just 2 games to kind of look at. It's a little bit tough for, teams to maybe necessarily take a chance on me. So with that, kind of thinking it over, I decided that it'd probably be best for me to head back to the States. With that being said, that is not me giving up on the dream, giving up on professional basketball at all. Not at all. If anything, I'm more focused than I have been ever. This sucks. I can't lie to you. I hate that I have to go back. Obviously, I'm excited to, see my family, see my girlfriend, see my friends, see my dog, all that type of stuff. I've missed them a lot, but it's that sense of not necessarily failure, but not living up to what you wanted, and having to maybe explain to everyone what happened. I didn't really want to deal with all the questions, dealing with all the people being like, oh yeah, this and that. But I was like, I had to think long term, and I didn't think that, couch hopping from friend to friend would be the most feasible or the best strategy when it came to staying ready for my game too. With it getting to be wintertime, outside courts are kind of unpredictable when it comes to, if you're going to be able to use it on a daily basis, not having access to a weight gym, all that type of stuff. Again, it's doable, but, just not knowing, and especially not even knowing where I'm going to be on a week-to-week basis, it's kind of tough to schedule that stuff out and, have a plan. So I thought it'd be best for me to come home. I know I've got a gym. I know I've got a weight room. I've got resources in order to keep myself ready. And with that, I'm obviously home. I get to, maybe make some money, get a part-time job on the side, see my friends, see my family, see everybody that I haven't seen. There are positives to these things. I missed those people. Obviously, I'm seeing them earlier than I wanted to. But at the end of the day, like I said, this isn't like an end. Some people may see it like that. Some people be like, oh, he didn't make it, that type of thing. But that's not where my mind's at. I know what I can do, and I know the abilities that I have, and know what I still have left to give to the game. And it's a lot more. And I'm not ready to give up. I'm not even in a position to give up yet. I'm still got a lot to give, and basically now I'm just focused on staying like it has been, staying ready, focusing on just kind of building and growing myself, not only as a player, but just me in general. This has been a really big learning experience for me. Kind of really just getting that real world experience while doing it, 5,000 miles away from everybody, having to do it by yourself in a country where, no one really speaks the same language. It's taught me a lot, taught me about business, taught me about just, how things go, and just life. And it's, yes, when you look at the situation, it might look as unsuccessful, might look as a failure, but to me, it's just kind of a learning opportunity to, yes, even though I felt I did good, there are always things that you can do better and always things that you can improve upon. And if anything, it just showed me that not necessarily I took the game for granted, but it's not, this shit's not guaranteed. Even though I went into each practice, giving it my all, practicing hard, I don't know if I truly played each day could have been my last. And that's really where I'm kind of where my mind's at now, is just leaving it all out there. If I'm gonna go out, I want to go out on my terms. I want to go out playing the way I play. I want to go out with having no regrets. I don't want to look back and be like, I wish I could have done this, wish I could have done that. No, at the end of the day, no matter if it's after these games or if it's, another season or if it's another 10 seasons, I want to go out on my turn saying, you know what, I gave everything I had to this game. I got everything I could get out of it. And I'm happy with how my career went. I'm happy with everything that I've accomplished, Just to kind of wrap things up here, I just wanted to, thank you all for the support. I've been reached out by a lot of you guys. I've seen the comments, people have, kept in touch with me while I've been over here, more than I would have expected. And I appreciate it more than you guys can know. It definitely at times it's gotten lonely and, it's been tough at times. So that support and, just the reaching out, I really appreciate it. Keep supporting the channel, supporting the socials, all that sort of thing. Hopefully, going to be able to start posting a little bit more. We'll see. Again, I'm going to be focused. I'm going to be busy, but I'm going to try and get content out to you guys. So again, a reminder, please subscribe, hit that like button, share it to your friends, share it out, share the video, everything. I really appreciate it. Comment down below. Just any questions you guys might have. But with that, I just wanted to leave you guys with this. Before we get out of here, I just wanted to leave you guys with this, believe in yourself. Don't give up on yourself. I understand as well as anyone how tough it can be to, stay confident, stay, true in yourself. But don't let other people take that from you. If you've got a dream, cherish that shit. Take it seriously, chase that. Don't let other people dictate how you feel about yourself. Don't let other people's opinions, don't let what other people are doing cloud what your vision is and what you're doing. Focus on yourself, focus on your own journey. If you do what you need to do on a daily basis, if you're disciplined, if you're consistent on what you want to do and getting better each day, no matter if it's tomorrow, a year, 10 years from now, you're going to be successful and you're going to get what you want. But if you're, always worried about what other people are doing, worried about other people's journey, envious of everything around you, and you're not focused on necessarily getting yourself better, just focused on you, you can get distracted, you can lose that focus and you can get off balance, you can get off that track. Stay focused, stay on your grind, worry about you, focus on you. We're all in times of betterment right now. Focus on you, obviously be a good person, give out to people, but at the end of the day, it's all about you and focusing on you. I just want to thank you guys. I really, again, appreciate all the support. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. Peace.